Hello and welcome to this Dell PowerProtect Data Manager Appliance video. This appliance is easy to manage and provides a holistic view of your data protection environments in a single user interface. The Dell PowerProtect Data Manager Appliance is a complete hardware and software data protection solution with integrated deduplication and replication functionality. The appliance also provides cloud optimization with integrated cloud tiering. Initial configuration is quick and easy. The appliance provides a single user interface with built-in alerts, health monitoring, telemetry, and reporting, and has been designed with the end user in mind with ease of use. The appliance also includes flexible and reliable upgrades. It supports new modern workloads and a single license model based on back-end usable capacity from 12 terabytes to 96 terabytes in 12 terabyte increments. We start by logging into the PowerProtect Data Manager appliance using admin credentials. Notice the important banner at the top. After successful installation of the appliance, the admin must create an integrated IDRAC user to enable remote system management. To begin this required task, click Configure IDRAC to display the system configuration wizard. During the initial configuration of the appliance, you have performed all the steps except the IDRAC configuration. Review the details on each page and click Next. When you reach the IDRAC page, the IDRAC configuration details appear. Read the details, then configure a read-only user, then click Next. On the summary page, select the Prerequisite Steps Completed checkbox. Click Apply. The IDRAC configuration process starts. This may take a few minutes. Click the Show Details button to see the progress. Click Finish to complete the configuration. To see that the IDRAC user is successfully configured, on the appliance's dashboard, select Settings, System Configuration. On the IDRAC page, click Access Control, which takes us to the Access Control page, where we click the IDRAC tab to see the details. Let's go to the appliance's dashboard. The dashboard has 6 widgets that lets you know the overall status of the system. The Jobs Protection widget displays the status of the protection jobs. By default, the last 24 hours of protection jobs appear, but you can change to a customized view by changing the types of jobs and the time range. The Health widget displays the overall status of system health. The overall health status is either good, fair, or poor, depending on the health scores of various contributing parameters. The Capacity and Space Optimization widgets provide you with the storage view of the appliance, including details about the appliance's hardware. It also shows details about the storage capacity, data reduction, and data compression. For each of these widgets, you can display the granular storage details by clicking View All. The Asset widget displays details about protected and unprotected data. Depending on what you select, the details are based on size and count. You can also filter the data based on asset type and asset size. The Compliance widget lets you know whether SLA objectives are met based on the backup policy SLAs created. If the SLA objectives are not met, the compliance status will change to red. This will also affect the data protection parameter of appliance health, and the overall status of the system will change accordingly. Because the SLA objectives are not currently set, no details will appear here in the Compliance widget. To show how the Compliance widget works, let's create an SLA objective now. Specifically, one whose values are intentionally non-compliant with the current backup policies. In this example, we are creating an SLA of type backup and are providing incompatible values for the recovery point objective. The SLA is created successfully. Now we can go to Protection Policies and associate the SLA with the policy called Image Backup. The SLA is now associated with the image backup policy. Let's go to the dashboard and see the overall status. As you can see, the compliance details are not yet reflected in the dashboard. That's because the compliance validation job gets executed once every 24 hours. When the compliance validation job is run, the dashboard will show the report in the compliance widget. To confirm that the compliance validation job has now been completed, in the left menu bar, select Jobs, then System Jobs, and we find that the job has a failed status. When we expand the job for more details, we see a list of failed tasks. You can drill into each task for the details. Now, when we go to the dashboard, we can see that the compliance widget is in a failed state. Click More Info to examine the details of the failure. The SLA compliance page reports the reason for the failure. In a case like this, we need to correct the SLA objective so that the compliance report will be successful after the validation job is run again. Back to the dashboard, we see that the overall health of the appliance is now poor. The compliance issue is the cause and the reason that the data protection score is -50. Make any necessary changes to the SLA objectives. Doing the necessary remediation will change the appliance status to fair or good. Let's look at the storage view of the appliance now. The storage in the PowerProtect Data Manager appliance is configured automatically during the appliance configuration. The Summary tab provides the overall view of the appliance's storage where the backup data gets stored. The Storage Encryption tab helps you configure encryption while backing up, that is, writing the data to storage. The Disks tab provides details about all disks that are present in the appliance. You can add, remove, or blink a drive. Blinking a drive's LED in the drive bay is a handy way to identify it before removing it from the drive bay. The Replication Targets tab allows you to replicate backup copies from a source DM5500 to another DM5500. The Usage tab provides details about storage usage, data reduction, and data compression. You can also access the storage page directly from the dashboard by clicking the Capacity or Space Optimization widgets. The Cloud Disaster Recovery tab allows you to copy PowerProtect backups to a public cloud. The Cyber Recovery tab allows you to configure Cyber Recovery Vault storage on the PowerProtect Data Manager appliance. In addition to the storage view, you can also view any messages and warnings about the DM5500 by selecting Alerts in the left menu bar. When we select Infrastructure and then Search Engine, we see that 2 search engines are already configured and ready for use. The primary node will be active during indexing. The secondary node is for redundancy. You don't need to worry about configuring a search engine in DM5500 in order to index your backed up data. The search engine becomes ready as soon as the DM5500 deployment is completed. A report engine is also up, running, and ready to use as soon as the appliance is deployed. Let's have a look at the report browser now. We select Reports, then Report Browser from the left menu bar to see the built-in reports. The different summary reports here provide key performance indicators about backup, restore, and replication jobs based on the selected filters of status, assets, and duration. For example, the Asset Summary Report provides information about asset distribution, protection rates based on asset status, size, type, and asset tags. The PowerProtect Data Manager appliance, DM5500, delivers an integrated customer experience with the powerful formula of easy and simple to deploy, protect, monitor, and grow. Beyond just simplified appliance configuration, it offers an end-to-end integrated UI experience by delivering a system that unifies management, alerts, health monitoring, telemetry, and native reporting capabilities. Thanks for watching.